What's going on, guys? It's the Crypto Lark here. Today we're going to be talking about all kinds of exciting news that are going on in the market. So we're going to be talking about atomic swaps, we're going to be talking about Ethereum, we're going to be talking about Lisk, Stratis, and of course some little roundup from the NEM news of the week. Before we get into all that, quick shout out to everyone who has been hitting that like button and subscribing down below to the channel, guys. I really appreciate everyone's support, so thank you so much for continuing to support my channel, guys. And of course, quick disclaimer, this is not professional financial advice. This is just one dude talking about all things crypto related on the internet. Let's get into it. Now, having a quick roundup of the market today. We can see that Bitcoin is a bit down at the moment, down as 3,631 at the time of this recording. Still up slightly on the 7-day, but yeah, not massively. So it's been a pretty rough run for Bitcoin over the past couple of weeks. But just to put this in perspective for you guys, we are still more than double of what the price was about 2 months ago. So that is something you really should be keeping in mind when you're looking at these prices. We had a massive run up here to the $5,000 mark, and then of course, you know, all this fear that has been happening over in China has really driven the price down quite a bit. So don't worry too much, guys. Bitcoin's coming back. Bitcoin's coming back for sure. Of course, if we look over here at the markets, we can see the Japanese and the Koreans are still buying quite a bit of that, but the most volume is happening over here on Bitfinex, that Hong Kong-based exchange. So interesting. You know, the Chinese market still strong. Of course, Bitfinex is an international exchange, although whether or not that's just Chinese investors based in Hong Kong buying in or not, hard to say, but that's a pretty serious volume happening over there on Bitfinex. $200 million, of course, is huge. Moving on, having a look at actually some of the prices against Bitcoin. So the different prices of different coins in Bitcoin. We can see just like the dollar value paints an even more brutal picture because everything, of course, is linked to the price of Bitcoin. But if you actually look at the Bitcoin price, most of our coins are losers this week in the market. Of course, that just provides that buying opportunity, but there are a couple notable exceptions, notably Dash, so down on the hour, but up overall on the week, 21% up against Bitcoin this week for old Dash. In fact, Dash is nearing the point where it will be worth 0.1 Bitcoin. So 10 Dash will buy you 1 Bitcoin in the pretty near future. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Of course, when Bitcoin picks back up and makes a run, it might change back the other way quite a bit, but it's a good week for Dash for sure. Vertcoin is another big winner this week. Bitcoin is up something like 150% on the 7-day, which is absolutely massive. Great news for all Bitcoin enthusiasts. You may be asking yourself, well, why is this happening, Lark? I did make a video about Bitcoin yesterday, but I did want to talk a little more in depth about atomic swaps. Now, the atomic swap with Litecoin is one of the reasons why Bitcoin has seen such a big run up this week. Charlie Lee did a swap for 1 Litecoin for 55 Bitcoin yesterday. Good work, Charlie. It was a good trade. It was a good trade. And so this is really exciting because atomic swaps are really exciting, guys. You know, it's going to revolutionize the whole crypto space when you can do atomic swaps across the board. It's going to be gigantic. So keep an eye out for that. But you know, if it's only Litecoin and Bitcoin, that's not very useful, is it? If only there were some other coins that were doing atomic swaps already. Oh, what is this? Decred adds atomic swap support for exchange-free cryptocurrency trading? Charlie Lee! He came in again. Litecoin and Decred, of course, have done an atomic swap just yesterday as well. That came just on the back of the Bitcoin news. It's happening, guys. It's moving forward. Watch for this to become the norm in the few years coming up. Of course, market just like Honey Badger. Don't give a damn about that. Litecoin is down to 46 on the day, but nevertheless, guys, keep an eye out for this. Atomic swaps are really important for the whole cryptocurrency space, and that this is already going on. It's going to add value to all three of these coins immediately, and other coins are going to have to race to catch up and get this going too. So there you go. There you go, guys. Okay, now Other Litecoin news while we're talking about it. Over on we have Ethereum and Litecoin vaults coming over here on is that Coinbase? That's Coinbase, yep. So Coinbase has added Ethereum and Litecoin to its vaults. So the vault is basically an added layer of security, makes it much harder to actually withdraw, 48-hour withdrawal delays and email approval and all that stuff. So I think that's a really great move forward for, of course, both Ethereum and for Litecoin. Now, let's have a quick look at a picture of a space chicken with a Litecoin in its mouth. Amazing. Amazing. Somebody sent this to Charlie Lee. I just had to share that with you guys because it's awesome artwork. That's why. Awesome. And of course, continuing awesomeness, look at this shirt Vitalik is wearing. Oh my god, that is a unicorn llama with rainbows and UFOs. Where can I get this shirt? That is amazing. That is amazing. These tech guys, man, I tell you. I tell you. Of course, we're not talking about this to talk about Vitalik's shirt, as awesome as that shirt may be, but if Vitalik has been over in San Francisco, he's been talking about Ethereum. So, pretty exciting stuff. He talked about how Ethereum will match Visa in scale in a couple of years. Now that couple of years part is quite important here because we all know how many ICOs are coming out based on Ethereum. And, you know, Visa, for example, does a few 100,000 transactions a second. If you look going forward at what all of these ICOs are promising, I did a video about ICOs yesterday saying how you got to watch out for, you know, some of these ICOs are over promising and the network can't actually deliver, so on and so forth. So even Vitalik says, yeah, we're not quite there yet, but we're working on it. We're heading in that direction. So that is great news. Now, a lot of other exciting news out from Ethereum in the past couple of days. The Byzantium upgrade is live on the testnet, so they have verified their first ZK snark proof. What the hell is a ZK snark proof? So that is a privacy enabled transaction. So it's zero knowledge proofs. Basically, it allows private sending of Ethereum. That's a really exciting upgrade for Ethereum. And continuing, we also have Raiden operating on the testnet, looking at simplifying micro payments. Lots of exciting things happening over at Ethereum. Now, of course, having a quick look back over here, Ethereum's all the way down at 258 bucks. So definitely not a bad time to get involved in Ethereum if you do want to go over there and check that out. Moving on. Lisk. The guys over at Lisk are touring Asia. It's tour season, guys, and they're on tour. Now that over there is Max Gordic, and he is meeting with this dude right here. Who's this dude? This is David Lim of BitThumb. BitThumb. Don't we know that name from? Oh, that's the Korean exchange that has insane influence in the Korean market. Lisk isn't listed yet on BitThumb, but the fact that this kind of meeting is happening, you know, rumor and speculation, guys, rumor and speculation, but if Lisk gets listed over there on BitThumb, I think we'll see a big increase in the price as Koreans come up and, you know, come in and just, you know, grab that Lisk up and, you know, hodl it up, guys. Of course, Lisk is continuing to move from strength to strength, hiring even more new team members. They keep just adding to that team. Lisk keeps growing as a company, as a team, finding more and more projects and partnerships. Their stop in Korea is only one of the many places where they stopped on their Asia trip. He was in Mumbai last week and in Shanghai just a few days ago. They're going around, they're making those partnerships, they're meeting those people, they're getting it done. And they're still hiring people. They're still looking to hire 8 different people. Front-end developer, back-end developer, social media manager, HR manager, office manager. They are a serious company, guys. Keep an eye on Lisk. I know we've seen exponential growth in Lisk in the past month or so, but it's all the way back down to 539. If you're lucky, it might even drop a little bit lower. So you can keep an eye on that. And the price against Bitcoin is down only slightly on the week, so it's not a massive discount on Lisk, because obviously you do have to go and buy it in Bitcoin. But nevertheless, it is, you know, definitely still not a bad buy at that price. Lisk has a lot of room for growth ahead of it. Moving on. Oh, he was also on Korean TV, by the way. Moving on. Talking about Stratis. Stratis has come out with the Breeze wallet. Now, this isn't exactly something developed by the Stratis team. It was done by, you know, in collaboration with Tumblebit. So basically, it is a privacy-enabled wallet, which will allow, you know, shuffling and swapping in order to make your transactions private. So that's a really cool thing. I'm pretty excited about that Breeze wallet. And of course, they've also got their Stratis identity beta release to the public. So basically, this will let you manage multiple your identity across multiple platforms. So if you want to use it on a social network, for example, you can do that. Now, currently, they don't have too many partnerships. They are working with, where was it here? Currently working with, there you go, Microsoft, LinkedIn, and Google. So they are working with getting others to sign up to that. Obviously, it has to get used to be very useful, but that's an exciting development. I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to add a lot to the Stratis platform, and of course, is great technology. Now, this isn't some kind of revolutionary concept. Obviously, Civic is competing in that same space, so there's obviously room for multiple competitors, but it's not a brand new idea, although it is exciting for Stratis as a platform to be coming out with something exciting like that. And of course, finally, NEM! NEM is on tour. I know I mentioned this before, but they're going to Russia in a couple of days. I just talked with Tony from NEM with Tony yesterday. I'm still working on getting that video edited, but we'll get that out pretty soon for you guys. And we were talking about, you know, how NEM's coming over to Warsaw in Poland, and they're basically hitting up Europe, going around, which is of course really exciting. Here they are meeting with the mayor of Vilnius over in Lithuania. Of course, NEM is sponsoring a basketball team over in Lithuania, as mentioned previously. But if you guys don't know or didn't see that video, you know, basketball is really big in Lithuania. They tend to top the charts in the Olympics, for example, when it comes to playing basketball. So they've got a really great team over there. And, you know, NEM is now sponsoring that team, which is pretty exciting, I'm excited about that. Here they are, people trying to get into their talk. That is how popular the NEM talk was. So it's very, very exciting stuff. You guys can see here, meeting just with people all over the place. And there, of course, is their the basketball team that they are sponsoring over there. Now, you might ask, well, why do I care that these guys are going around to all these places? Because they're meeting with people. They're meeting with mayors. They're meeting with, you know, high-level government officials. They're meeting with businesses. They're going to have new partnerships. They're talking about how they can use NEM to implement different things in the network. And so, you know, providing real-world solutions to real-world problems. This is what the blockchain does, guys, which is great. And, of course, obviously, you know, NEM is a great project for that. So really keen to see, you know, in a few weeks, hopefully, maybe they'll make some announcements as to what kind of deals were signed, and we can see where it goes from there. Anyway, guys, that is the news roundup for the week from me, from some of our favorite coins over here in the crypto space. Thank you so much for tuning in. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.